Hello there. Today we'll be showing you how to go from Archicad to Foveate. Let's get started. Alright, so the first thing to do is open up your Archicad model into a 3D view. So I'm using the S-Office demo here, and what I'm going to do is go to File, Save As, and then we're going to pick FBX as the export type. So we'll call this S-Office model, and we'll save this. And we can keep these default settings. Archicad automatically merges similar elements, so that makes the FBX export very performant. So that's going to be great for Foveate. See, it's already done. And then what we can do here is go to Foveate, press Create New Scene. Foveate will instantly create a empty scene here for us that we can now just find our FBX asset here, and drag and drop that right onto Foveate. It's going to get uploaded, and then it'll be rendered in real time in just a few short seconds here. Now after this is uploaded, we'll be able to invite our team members, share this on a link, and be able to have people either comment directly on it, view it more in an interactive or an immersive way. You can see now the model here is rendered in real time with Foveate's post-processing. So we have features like ambient occlusion, bloom, depth of field, vignetting, all the sorts of things you would expect in a game engine to make your models feel more realistic. So we can go to environment here in our scene settings. We'll change this to something more visually appealing, like this overcast sky, and then we can turn on a ground plane here to just seat this model, give it some attachment to the ground here, and yeah, we have this now rendered beautifully in 3D. Now, typically with us architects, we like to have not just the CAD model, but also our PDF drawings and our renders. So what we're going to do now is go back to Archicad, and I've been loving the new AI visualizer in here because it's so fast. Turn on the AI visualizer. In here you can start generating some images. I'm doing a modern office building take, kind of seated in the woods, with some wood paneling on the outside. I've gone ahead and already created a whole bunch of renders. So what we're going to do now is go back to Foveate, and I have a folder of renders that I've already taken. So what we can do now is just drag and drop some of these in. So we'll take render 1 here, and render 2, and render 3. Now these come in as little planes inside of your scene, but that's not how we want to use them. Actually what we want to do is attach them to the frames of view in Foveate. And these frames of view are called moments. You can think of moments as sort of the slides of a 3D presentation. So we just turn off select mode here with V, and then we're going to find a point of view that matches this render, and then we can press M to create a moment. So we'll call this moment 1, and here in our moments dropdown we can pick an image to be associated with this particular point of view in space. This way our viewers can have context to where these renders were taken from inside of the 3D model. So we can call this render 1 of office. Go to moment. Let's render moment 1, and then let's go to render 2 here, which is more of a top-down sort of shot. And we want to line this up like so. We can call this moment 2, attach render 2 here, and now the final one, render 3, which is inside this 3D scene. Oh, let me just turn these off here. So render 3, and that's more of an interior shot, so what we can do is jump into first person mode. First person mode is the opposite, or rather different than the orbit mode. So everything orbits as if you're walking around in the room, and I know that this shot happens to be about this perspective in my Archicad model. So we can use WASD Q&E similar to Unreal or Unity or any other game engine, and be able to pilot this and explore the space much more immersively. So I'll press M here to add the third moment, and this is a bit of a wider shot, so what we can do is adjust the FOV of this moment so people can see more, get more context here, and then we'll attach that final render, render 3. So now someone can just press play and then use this presentation just like a slide deck. They don't have to learn any navigation, while also being able to have context into these renders, get prompted to open them up in this modal view. But that's not all, of course. So if we go back to Archicad here, we want to use some of our drawings, right? So let's say we took one of these drawings here as, I'm going to pick PDF here. You want to do fit to page. Click OK. We'll call this Seth. Third floor plan. We'll export that PDF. We'll go to the point of view that corresponds with this floor plan. This is the third floor plan here. And then we'll create a moment. Now what we can do is drag and drop our PDF floor plan in. It'll get added, and then we can pick it inside of the moments list here. And it will get added inside of this modal. So someone will be prompted to open this when they join your scene. So now we have a full 3D presentation where we have a real-time rendered model of our scene. We have the renders emails. We can email invite people from outside our organization as well. We can share this publicly, even embed it in custom web pages or other apps. And have the floor plan associated as well. And someone can easily download these plans or renders if they need to use them on their end. And that's a short overview of how to go from Archicad to Foveate.